she's talking all this shit to him, and he just turns to her and goes, "Porn.
You like that shit, bitch?"
They left the set decor up because it was like left over from a Yanni concert that had been there like the weekend prior.
All right. So much death lately. Val Kilmer, Roberta Flack, Gene Hackman, and then there's some names that may only be familiar to movie nerds like you and me. Most of our older Alliance members probably know Chris Christopherson, star of the epic Albert Pune sci-fi B-movie Nights, highly recommended. Richard Norton, the villain from Jim Cotta and every Cynthia Rothrock movie ever. But today, we are paying tribute to one of our favorite film stars that always shone bright no matter how bad the script was. Stinkers like Tough Guys Don't Dance, Nightmare at Noon, and who can forget his epically drunk performance in GETEVEN. Yes, we're paying tribute to the actor, singer, and ex-Scientologist, the great Wings Hauser, and specifically a sequel you may have avoided watching for decades. Its mere existence, a complete sacrilege to the original. You guessed it, I'm talking about the abomination known as Beastmaster 2, starring Wings, Mark Singer, MTV's Kari Warrior, and Sandy Douglas. Sarah Douglas. I can never remember her name for some reason. And one last thing before I bring the High Council on, I am currently moving the Cinematic Crap Alliance headquarters cross-country to Tucson, Arizona. So bear with me, there will be a longer than usual amount of downtime while we find a new location, and then I have to get the studio back up and running. Thanks for your patience. If you're an Alliance member from Tucson, please give us a shout out in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Eventually, I'd like to resurrect the CCA live show over there, and I think Tucson is the perfect place with the perfect audience. Do us a solid with the old like and subscribe buttons. It motivates me to keep going, and it means a lot to us. Thank you. And now enjoy our roasting of the Beastmaster 2 on the Cinematic Crap Alliance. Welcome back, High Council. It's a sad day to be welcoming everyone back. We are all huge fans of Wings Hauser, and what better way to start off a memorial for Wings Hauser than to have someone come and share some memories from someone of his namesake. Wings Hauser has memory he would like to share with us. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. Well, Wings, I came from, like his human children, from his scrotum. Except they came from the inside, and I was just an egg on his ball hair.
Wow, we've really opened up the Cinematic Crap Alliance lore here. Wow, well, thank you for sharing that touching, haunting, yet erotic memory.
You're welcome.
All right, so moving on in our memorial service here, we would like to do a dramatic reading from one of our favorite Wings Hauser's films, Vice Squad. Oscar Papa is going to be playing Princess. Son of Captain Video is going to be playing Ramrod, the violent pimp. Also, Prince Albert is going to do the stage directions for this sort of set scene and set the mood. So whenever you guys are ready, get.
Hold on, let me grab a different hat.
Oh, okay. It's a. Yeah. Son of Captain Video.
That isn't backwards.
That's the king of hats.
There you go.
Yeah.
Princess, a beautiful woman forced into prostitution to raise her young daughter, sits alone in a seedy strip club in the darkest bowels of Hollywood. Ramrod, a violent redneck pimp, sees her from across the bar and sits at her table.
Hello there, beautiful lady. What say I buy you a drink?
I can buy my own, cowboy.
Now, come on. You can be more neighborly. I'm just trying to be friendly. You understand? Stripe up a little conversation.
You were doing all the talking, handsome man.
Ramrod shifts over to within an inch of her face.
Now, appears to me you're fine solo. It also appears to me you need a good man. Someone to take care of you, am I right? Am I right?
You think you can give me what I need?
He grabs her by the neck.
Oh, this is getting intense. This is very intense.
I don't give nothing, but if you're choosing me, I just have to see the qualifications, wouldn't I?
Oh.
I never heard no man complain before.
Ramrod sticks his finger deep in her mouth, almost gagging her.
You like that shit? You like that shit, bitch?
He kisses her forcefully. Ramrod grabs her by the arm and begins to lead her out.
One last thing. I've been abducting and murdering children for the past 10 years. This is not part of the script. This is me confessing to heinous crimes to the whole world.
Sweet.
That
Well
wasn't
done.
in the movie.
Well done, guys.
The offer stands.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, that was from a director's cut there. Is oddly specific there at the end. All right, closing out our touching memorial service here. Oscar Papa, master of weapons, is going to do a 21 gun salute. Take it away, Oscar.
To Wings! Wings!
All right. Well, I can't hear anymore, but once again, that was very touching. We're going to continue to honor Wings Hauser with one of his greatest performances of all time with Beastmaster 2. Now that we've reached almost 500 subs, we have sponsors now. So I apologize. I know commercials are really annoying.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere. I've a message for you from Birdseye. Birdseye faggots will appeal to your whole family. They've made them with lashings of gravy, but they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy, apparently. Birdseye even suggests that people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in hope. You know, they could be right.
Explain to us the plot of Beastmaster 2. The Portal of Time.
Dar, our hero, who began my interest in loincloths, a hobby I pursue to this day, is magically transported into 1990s Los Angeles to fight the leather-faced Phantom of the Opera with his powerful Magok. Only to... it's not worth the time, really.
Take the Portal of Time to the end of the description. There's some scrolling text, and they'd basically just say, well, in the first Beastmaster, he beat the bad guy, Rip Torn. But now there's a new bad guy, Wings Hauser, a.k.a. Archelon.
May the vultures feast upon his flesh.
They all end up going through a portal into modern times Los Angeles, which was, like late 80s probably when they filmed this.
Discover more about this place you call L.A.
It's just them running around in the streets of Hollywood, swinging swords, and
amongst other things.
the animals all go bye-bye because they can't have them running around or flying around.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to get the what? The neutron
Device.
Neutron detonator.
The movie's called The Portal of Time, but they say in the beginning that they're going to like another plane of existence. So it's not
like
even a
parallel
portal
dimension.
So it's not even a portal of time.
I think they're talking more about the audience. How only 2 hours go down the toilet.
This does have Robert Zadar in this very briefly. He has like one line.
Chin.
And Susan Douglas.
Sarah.
Sarah Douglas, you may recognize from one of Zod's cohorts in Superman 2.
That's
and
right. That's who.
Yeah.
Now it hit me.
The neutron detonator will be yours. You'll rule the world. With me at your side.
Let's move on to rating this motherfucking film. Our first category is performances.
Mark Singer looks like he's acting through a K-hole the entire time. Like he's just completely checked out. And it's just like, why am I in this movie? I had to work out for this, you know?
I send him to scout for me. He's my eyes.
Fresh from a stint on MTV's Remote Control, we have the stunning Kari Wurr, who's let's just say she's a lot better at killing swimmers than she is at acting.
Dar, do you understand anything I say to you?
No.
Just like Daddy.
It took her 20 minutes to realize she was in another time. Like, I guess it's in LA anymore because it's desert and there's like one person who's in a loincloth. Oh, which way to the Blockbuster? Like, what?
She thought she was in
where's the Circle K?
She thought she was in the Inland Empire.
Look, is there a telephone around here maybe that I could use, or a 7-Eleven even? Something like that?
7-Eleven.
Oh. But don't worry, Kari Wurr and Mark Singer are offset by Wings Hauser and Sarah Douglas. I'm surprised this doesn't go over budget from them eating all the scenery.
They refer to it as the balance of terror.
What a brilliantly barbarous concept.
So for some reason, there's this subplot line of this police duo who are now trying to investigate why there's a man in a loincloth with animals in LA. And it's Uncle Phil, James Avery from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, also the voice of Shredder on the Ninja Turtles cartoon. And this very small man, for some reason he's in a bow tie and a suit jacket, like a Pee Wee Herman almost thing.
I think that guy was supposed to be like some kind of comic relief, but he wasn't funny at all. Like,
Take it he didn't bring one for Mr. Loincloth?
No, that's why God invented taser guns.
Come on, you know how I feel about tasers.
Look, you try rushing him.
but Wings shows up. He knows what's going on. He did a great job. There's an entire scene in this movie where he's trying on clothes in this clothing store. Probably one of the most ridiculous scenes in the entire film.
What did I tell you, sir? A perfect fit. And if I may say, the Phantom of the Opera look is quite chic.
Arklon be shopping.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised there wasn't like a music montage in that where they're like trying on different outfits.
Ludicrous.
Yeah, and then Susan Evans, Linda Ronstadt.
Belinda Carlisle.
Belinda Carlisle.
Vanessa Redgrave.
Whoo, boy.
All the Go-Go's.
Yeah, she was chewing the scenery too, like Wings said. She did a fantastic job.
Did her best selling all those cheesy lines about her tits, too.
You know, for the life of me, I don't know why everyone wants to cleave my bosom. If you ask me, it cleaves just fine by itself.
My favorite line from the movie was when Linda Evans first meets Arklon, and she's talking all this shit to him, and he just turns to her and goes,
"Whore." It's like he was channeling Ramrod.
Wings Hauser's the only one who looks like he's having any fun at all during this.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Linda Ronstadt looked like she was having fun too.
Yeah, that's true. She's having a good time. Yeah.
Yeah. Amy Adams.
Debbie Harry.
Yeah, Debbie Harry. Let's rate the performances.
Just in honor of Wings, giving this a 10.
I'm going to go with an 8. They're capable actors. Some of them had fun.
Yeah, I think an 8 sounds about right to me. Robin Givens was excellent, having a lot of fun. Kari Wurr was so bad it was good.
Not my Beastmaster. 2 points off for him. You know what? A point from Carrie Werner also. She was peppy and plucky, but still. 8.
I think an 8 is pretty fair.
All right, our next category is stupidity.
Their alternate dimension, their medieval time, or not medieval times, caveman, barbarian, swords and sorcery time, is clearly just like Utah desert, Arizona desert. Like they took a trip to Lake Powell for the weekend. They left the set decor up because it was like left over from a Yanni concert that had been there like the weekend prior.
Yanni live at the Acropolis.
Nice. And then it just feels like, and then they go to LA because it's like they couldn't afford to be on location anymore. I don't know.
Exactly. That's so transparent. That was the nail in the coffin before this film even hit the theater. I remember seeing a poster for this movie and it was like that red sports car and you're just like, no!
It was just a fucking incoherent mess and there were no rules to any of this shit. Like, Arklon is looking for this nuke to have power, but like, he literally has a laser gun and can read minds.
Right.
How is he not ruling the world already? Why does he need a nuke? All the nukes that are stored in LA. And and at one point he says he reads the witch's mind and realizes
the portal opens only on a full moon.
But it was just open yesterday when they came through it.
No rules.
That's right.
And they missed so many opportunities for Beastmastering, right? He's Beastmaster in LA, rats, pigeons, skunks, whatever, right? Let alone the fact that there's a whole finale in a zoo and he doesn't control any of the animals.
Right, they just watch. They're just there. Oh,
he
let's
doesn't
check it
talk
out.
to the elephant to like take out Arklon. He doesn't talk to the chimpanzee to do goofy chimp stuff.
And not to mention, somebody pointed out how stupid it was that Arklon went to the zoo, like the worst place to empower his arch rival, his brother, it turns out.
Brother?
And another completely pointless plot point.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If you see the first movie, I really don't remember any ounce of room for him having a brother.
At one point, he goes from the desert and he steps into the swamp and he bumps into this 12-foot monster and immediately ambushes the Beastmaster. Dar overcomes him and the guy totally speaks English.
In years past, the evil high priest Mayox.
He's not a monster anymore. All of a sudden, he's talking fluent English. And they're pals, and it's just a really 180. There's very, very poor communication on the monster's part. And he looks just like the Freddy Freaker from the Freak Phone from the 1-900 number from the 90s.
Which just happens to be one of our sponsors. I'll be right back.
It's the Freak Phone, and here's the party freak. Freddy Freaker, dancing new sensation, grabbing the nation, doing the freak. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. Join the party, the fast and easy way to hear what's scamming from New York to LA. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. What's happening, what's jamming, party till you drop. Dial and hear the action, what's hot and what's not. Call now, 1-900-490-FREAK. $2 a call.
We enter this movie knowing perfectly well at a certain point we're going to be in modern times, and it's like, okay, when we get in there, it's like, all right, well, hold on a second, we got a few things to take care of first. We won't get there till 49:51. Then the fun begins. Just go already. Come on.
Dumbest thing is they're sitting there watching TV, and of course he's like,
what is this?
This is television, Dar. This is pictures of our world.
And they just happen to be watching the news, and Arklon is in the freaking background.
Destroying all life in a 1,000-mile radius. The government, however, has given no official word.
And he's in like the military uniform, and he just like mugs the camera with this like shitty leather Phantom of the Opera mask.
Phantom of the Army.
Let us score just how stupid this is. So much dumb stuff in here. No rules. 8.5 on this one.
Oh, I give it a good 9 for stupidity. It's a very stupid movie. I don't know who this movie's for.
I'll go 8. It was the shittiest what should never have been sequel to Beastmaster.
Just absolutely cheap, crappy, practical, and special effects. I gotta give it a 9.
Give this an 8.
What the f***? There was a lot of balls at the beginning of this movie. There were like these round boulders that Arklon had under his powers, and then all of his minions had these green balls that they were throwing at everything. And then Arklon's freaking magic staff or bow or scepter or whatever the hell that thing was. I don't think it was called his macaque, but it certainly sounded like it.
Behold the key of Magog.
So, like, a good portion of this film is
like
Arklon running around with his macaque and balls.
All of a sudden, Arklon can magically drive a stick shift Jeep.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what? First time he saw a car was less than 24 hours ago.
I don't even know how to drive stick shifts.
The cops are telling him to put down their weapons, and one of the cops says,
"Okay, everyone, it's Pledge of Allegiance time. Hands over your head."
Last I checked, it's this, not this, right?
No, I think you guys, everybody put your hands up. Let's say the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to
the flag of the United States of Arklon, to the Republic for which it stands, one nation, under
macaque, neutron detonator,
invisible, and
liberty,
justice for all,
and temporary for all.
I swear to God, at the end of the movie, in the whole zoo sequence, there was a guy in a gorilla suit sitting in the bleachers. I could be wrong.
Using the power of his macaque, Arklon opens a crevasse in the earth and flames come out of it for some reason. And then what he just sort of like falls in, or Dar throws him in, and he is tossed back into the fiery chasm from whence he came. In the middle of the
scene. He's saying something about
the world is mine.
I smell a sequel.
I smell bullshit.
Rising from the ashes of the Los Angeles Zoo. I ruled Griffith Park.
So Kari Wurr's character's car is still left behind in the desert, alternate dimension, sword and sorcery world. And of course, now they're worshiping the car.
Rock and roll.
In a move that surprises no one. The one thing you dread to happen, please don't let them dance, and they start dancing around the car.
To some serious, like, hair metal, too. Okay, let's rate what the
This is like a 7 to me, standard issue Hollywood studio crap.
I'm gonna go slightly higher in 8.
I'm gonna come in a little lower to 6.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'll give it a 6 for what the even though some of the weird stuff was like, yeah, we kind of saw that coming.
Yeah, I think I agree with the 6. A lot of the what the fuck is just like, what the fuck were they thinking?
Hey guys, Kevin Sorbo here, and I'm filming a movie in beautiful Israel right now, but I got some really cool stuff to pass on to you. You need to check out the hot new mobile game, Cookie Bonanza 2. It's a cookie-based puzzle game and a farming simulator from the makers of Pretzel Casino. Cookie Bonanza 2. Blasting up dough goblins while teasing them with your frosting cannon and win real-world money. How cool is that? And how much fun is that going to be? You better do it, okay? You better do it.
Which brings us to our final category, overall fun. My favorite thing by far in this was Wings Hauser's performance as Arklon. I just love the name Arklon. Wings Hauser, much like Oliver Reed, just sort of brightens up any scene he's in.
Or the most fun part of this film for me is just always having a man around in a loincloth in any scenario. However, that really only accounts for about a quarter of the film, and for a Beastmaster film, that's far too little loincloth.
Not enough mastering going on.
Yeah.
Similar to the reasons why you like the buying clothes makeover scene, I like Bendowski. It's just like, what is this doing in a fantasy movie? I got to do my little hybrid thing, but I mean...
Let's rate the overall fun that we had for this movie. Wings Hauser.
That's not my name.
Wings Louser.
I'll give this an 8. This was crazy and goofy.
I'd say this was a 9 for me. This was a lot of fun.
A little tighter, a little more punchy. I'd probably be giving this a 10, but as it is, I'm going to go with an 8.
I'm going to go with a 7. I agree. It's just too long. Runs almost 2 hours. And it's got to get knocked down for that.
It's like a Mount Everest to like overcome if you've seen the first movie. I'm giving it an 8. Time to tally our final scores. Performances averaged out to an 8.4. Stupidity was the winner of the evening with an 8.5. What the Fuck was the lowest of the evening with a 6.8. And overall fun was a straight up 8. For a final score of 8. That concludes our memorial, our tribute to the late Wings Hauser,
master of the beast.
We would really like to thank all of the recent views and followers that we've gotten. It truly means a lot to us. This is not for everybody. This is not for a wide audience. All right, hands up, everybody. Do the DAR salute.
Pledge of allegiance to
Pledge allegiance to DAR.
To DAR.
To DAR.
The beast masturbators of the universe.
It's like a pirate doing a
Kodo
magic
and
trick.
Kodo for which he stands.
Kodo for which he stands. One bad Badowski under Captain Phil. Janet Reno.
Broken window.
Justice broken windows for all. All right. See you guys next time. Bye.
Blasting up dope goblins while teasing them with your frosting cannon.
You like that shit, bitch?